Hello, my name is Elizabeth Power. I will be leading you through the scenes of the book Isasnora Snores, written by Carol L. Power and published by Black Rose Writing. You'll get to hear the voices of Isasnora, Humple Dumple, King Level, and many, many others. The tale begins with Isasnora's baptism day. Way back in the medieval days, they did baptisms a little differently than they do today, and it might seem strange to us living in 2020. What is most strange about this day, however, is Isasnora's loud, glass-shattering snoring. Her parents, Sir Calum and Lady Morella, have tried to keep the newborn awake during the baptism celebration for fear of her snoring, but even that has been difficult. They also put in wads of cotton in the guests' ears, hoping to spare them the outrageous effects of Isasnora's snoring. Let's take a peek in on the party taking place. The minstrels were playing their instruments loudly, trying to drown out Isasnora's crying. Lady Rosalind, Isasnora's grandmother, said,
"Give me the baby. Maybe I can get her to stop fussing."
Lady Morella refused to give up the baby and said,
"Screaming helps clear out an infant's lungs.
It's not good for our eardrums."
Lady Morella reluctantly handed Isasnora over to her grandmother. All was quiet until Lady Rosalind decided to remove the cotton from her ears, and Sir Calum shouted,
"Put that back!"
Lady Rosalind did not listen to her son. Instead, she looked with love at her beautiful granddaughter. Isasnora's eyes fluttered shut. Sir Calum and Lady Morella held their breaths. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30, nothing. The parents smiled slowly, looking at their beautiful child slumbering quietly. Maybe the snoring was just a fluke. Bang! Isasnora's terrible orchestra began. The guests tried covering their ears, but were captured in a fit of laughing and scratching. The infant rolled out of Lady Rosalind's arm as she itched and hooted in laughter. Lady Morella caught the flying infant. Quickly, Lady Morella and Sir Calum went about the partygoers, stuffing linen into their ears. Once calm filled the house, the guests stared at the ebony curls and rosy cheeks, wondering that awful racket could have come out of such a sweet baby. Isasnora's 2-year-old cousin, Lemonella, stomped her feet and pushed a chunk of bread into the infant's mouth.
"Be quiet, baby!"
Lady Rosalind quickly removed the bread out of Isasnora's mouth.
"Lemonella, you're going to hurt the baby."
Lady Rosalind looked at Sir Calum and Lady Morella.
"Can't you do anything about this din? The king will surely banish you from the kingdom for this ear-splitting racket."
You think your ears are splitting? This noise shatters glass. We had to change everything to wood.
Oh dear. Well, what can we do about it now? As long as everyone's ears are protected, let us keep celebrating, for we have no idea what tomorrow will bring.
What will tomorrow bring for the tiny infant and her family? Join me next time.